Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot. And in this whole video, we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and as well Aquarius Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading June 21st up until June 27th, 2021. And if you don't want to catch me live, guys, here on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe for the channel. Also, hit the notification bell. And if you wish to have a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So starting up with the Aquarius weekly reading here, the first card that you do have, guys, that is going to be the Five of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Page of Cups, followed by my God, the Eight of Cups. Moving next, that will be the Nine of Swords. And the last one for you, Aquarius, what we do have, that is going to be the Page of Swords. So it's it will be a rough one, okay? It's just how the cards roll, so it's going to be a rough one. And the redeeming factor of the week itself, it is that in this week there will be the motion made of a change that is going to be looming on the horizon, which change should happen to be the end of certain struggle, but the change is not going to take place exactly into this week. Just the motion, the very first steps toward it are what's going to happen at that week. Other than that, the week is going to be very emotional, and is going to be mainly focused over a situation or an aspect, endeavor in your life, and the realization that despite that you are not happy with it, you just have to move on at some point, because things are not gonna get any better than that, and you just have to leave it behind. So starting up the week here, Five of Cups, it's a card displaying disappointment and also a sense of loss. Five of Cups, it is when you are not happy of how the things are turning out, and also the realization that despite the things are not turning out, just hold on a second, despite the things that oh my God, despite the things are not turning out the way you have planned and the way you have anticipated, you are into it, and you pretty much gotta bring the thing to its end, right? And you pretty much have to reach the finish line, if I may say it that way, because otherwise leaving it undone and unfinished, it's just that thing is gonna haunt you, like things left unspoken and undone with an ex, or a project at work that you want to bail out from, and so on and so forth. So it's the realization that you signed up for something, and you just have to carry on with it, even if it turns out to be not what you thought it is, and it's not exactly what you anticipated at the start. And this situation, like I said, is going to disappoint you, and also gonna make you have a sense of loss over something, but that disappointment, it's not that big. It's not going to be like the world is ending, all right? You just have to you just have to finish what you have started and then move on. That's all you gotta do. The whole point is finishing it. It will be a bit difficult, because no one wants to keep up with a thing that they don't feel good about it, right? But right after that realization, for you, the Page of Cups comes about. So that is the one redeeming factor into the into your reading. And Page of Cups, they do not appear, okay, or they do not step up. By the way, that could be a person you already know, or it could be somebody brand new for you. But they do not step up if they're not emotionally attached to what or whom they are stepping up for, okay? So that is definitely a person that has a thing for you. And these people, they are more attentive to the overview, if I may say it that way, rather than to be stuck into the details of the situation. And this one here is going to encourage you to just get on with it, you know, just just do what you need to do, what you sign up for, and then just forget about what you have done. All right, just forget about it and just move on, moving forward. For they're also a sign, their appearance is a sign that a change, it is a looming on the horizon. So aside from that, they are going to encourage you to just, you know, do what you got to do, and after that move on. They will also going to help you to make that self-assessment, if I may say it that way, why it happened that way, and what you can do with yourself, that is, to prevent such situations moving forward in your life. And the accompanied card of the Page of Cups is going to be the Four of Cups, and it's pretty obvious. I mean that the bright future, or the best is yet to come. That is this combination points that, first of all, they are going to support you. That person is going to support you emotionally, and it's going to be a cold day in hell if they do abandon you through what you are, or rather like in the time for what you are going through right now. And also it's in a card pointing they will going to encourage you that in the darkest days, when the sun starts shining, it shines brighter. That is the only way that I can explain it. And right after that support of the page that comes about, Eight of Cups kind of like hits, and that is the manifestation and the end line of what you are going through here. That is the culmination of things that you are not going to be happy about. For you, this is going to be either a waste of time, or a time that you have wasted for that long, for the duration of the endeavor. And simply the results are going to be unsatisfiable. The results are going to be disappointing. But that is also the moment where you turn your glance toward the brighter perspective, or the hope that the best is yet to come, the hope that the brighter perspective is going to emerge soon takes place. So here, while at the middle of the week, you are not going to be happy with your endeavors, you also, however, are going to have a positive attitude toward the future itself, and that will be your driving motion. And at the very least, at that point, despite that, everything else could be upside down, at least you will have somebody that's, I would say, let's say somebody that loves you, and you will know who that person is. And right after you do face the future, or rather like you do turn your glance toward the brighter perspective, the Nine of Swords hits in, and that is the realization why things happened the way they happened, and that is the determination to take on the responsibility for your actions. But above everything else, also the Nine of Swords, it is when you do have to conquer certain fears. And that card also divulges why you end up being in a unfortunate situation. It is because you were afraid to do something, and that fear is no longer going to be there by you being able to conquer that fear. Now, the fear could be very mundane. For example, you have maybe been afraid to speak about yourself or to stand for yourself when you had to, and you have been thrown into a situation which simply, that it doesn't benefit you. Very common in terms of a career. You are afraid to speak your mind into a relationship, and the relationship took a turn that doesn't benefit you at all, and you were afraid to speak up because you were afraid that you were going to be left alone, for example. And that makes you a follower, a slave, rather than an equal contribution to the relationship. That is just for an example. These fears, they all are going to be accounted for, and here the necessary steps and actions are going to be taken so you can conquer those fears. And you are ending up the week here, Aquarius, with this, another individual steps in, And that is somebody from the past. That is somebody from the unfortunate situation, from what you went through, that you were not happy of it. And they will kind of like oppress their opinion over the situation itself. Pretty much you are to be most likely either insulted or either, you know, how can I say, these are attempts to make you feel bad from that person. These are a people that will try to present fictions as facts. Okay, and the closest thing that comes to my mind how they can manifest with you, it is a individual that's comes about and say, well, what would you expect to happen? I mean, you can do just so much, you know. You are not you are no better for anything else, right? That's not true, because again, these individuals, they do present fictions as facts. So at the end of the week, you have to be quite resilient to those which are trying to undermine your enthusiasm, and to undermine as well your eagerness to have a better future. And the accompanied card, that is going to be the Hangman here. So that one kind of like senses that you are deviating from their path, or that you are going your separate way, and they do not like that, and they are feeling the sense of hopelessness, and that is like the last attempt for them to get you on board into another unfortunate endeavor for you. Strongly suggest that you do listen to the one that truly has an emotions for you, and it is helping you to reassess yourself and your positions, rather than the one that tells you what you cannot do because you are no better, all right? But you are, and you have to follow the one that encourages you to go for more and to go for your happiness here. So that being said, Aquarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading. It's going to be a tough week, guys, and you just have to gnash your teeth and just move through what you have signed for again, so you can pretty much liberate yourself, so you can pretty much free yourself from those chains, and from there, you get to decide what brighter future you are going to take on. So yeah, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other around. Until then, bye.